What's up, everybody? It's time for another Raid Shadow Legends video sponsored by Plarium. Today, we're going to talk all about Minotaur's Labyrinth. I'm going to show you my level 14 team. Then we're going to talk about the mechanics, how to beat it, why you want to clear it. We're going to talk about a couple little interesting things about it. And then I'm going to transition from level 14 team with some of the more crazy OP units to a more attainable level 15 team. We're going to change some things around. I'll show you, of course, the before, and then we'll run it after, and we'll see how we did. So first off, let me show you my team. I mean, I did level 15, right? I did level 15 already, but as you can see, 1656. I think what happened is, like, things started dying, and then I went on and something had to eventually solo. I think it was like some healer or whatever. I had to eventually solo the boss. Here's the team that I'm currently running. It's in general a pretty decent team, but you see, I mean, this is not exactly an easy unit to obtain, so of course we have to take that out, put something else in. This Foley, actually, some of the units that I have in here are because I wanted the mastery scrolls for them. Not necessarily because they're the best units here, but you do need to run Minotaur for the mastery scrolls to upgrade your masteries. So we can just see a general idea of how the run goes. We got a lot of shields. Oh, some of these legendaries are so good. But Apothecary is a really good unit, and he's very easy to obtain. So that's going to be definitely a unit that we see in the end. The War Maiden is a very, very easy, extremely farmable, friendly unit to obtain. She has a big damage. She has an AoE defense break. She's a really good unit. I know some people are running a Tayrel. I'll show you my Tayrel. He's not even 6-starred. But I know some people are just using a Tayrel. I think they're using Tayrel on Vampire to just get to the boss and solo it, and then they're just running it with whatever else. Well, I'm not sure if they're still doing that. I think they were doing that back in the beginning of the game as well. So we can see the mechanics here. He's got these. Let me show you. He's got these hex debuffs on us. Actually, I did a whole thing. We'll talk about it. But he's got the hex debuffs. Basically, when the hex is on, he does double damage to our team. He's got also two different states. He's got the rage state, which he starts out in rage state for 3 turns, and then he transitions to the dazed state. And the dazed state, he takes extra damage. So as you can see, he's going down. He should be going down fast. The War Maiden does a decent amount of damage. And we have some poison as well that I mean, he doesn't have any poison on him right now, but he's going down. Okay, so this is a 1 minute 43, best time 1 minute 36. And of course we see at the end, Cold Heart. I finally got it. If you haven't seen the last couple of videos or whatever, or if I didn't say, finally got a Cold Heart. And 6-star her and fully ascended her. Let's see how much damage everything's doing. For the most part, Foley and War Maiden are doing most of the damage. But we can see here. Let me show you. We'll transition to. Don't worry, we're not going to use the Warlord in the end. Or actually, let's not use the Foley either, because not everyone did the event for the Foley. So let's transition into a very farmable, friendly, free-to-play friendly style team for 15. Not using our legendaries in it. So why do Minotaur? Why? Unlock skill masteries which strengthen your units, and at max level will provide critical bonus skills like Giant Slayer, which allow you to do a lot of damage to Clan Boss and get better rewards. It's all about Clan Boss. Like, Clan Boss has got really, really, really good rewards. Like, at the highest level of Clan Boss, I know if you're doing Clan Boss at low level, you're like, I didn't see any good rewards yet, you're full of baloney. It's got some crazy rare gear, some potentially really awesome gear. Scrolls, skill tomes. Let me show you. So the skill tomes here, we can see. Let's just pop in and do, I guess. I don't even use this guy. Nether. Let's go. Let's see one here. Okay. So all of these skill tomes. I mean, I'm not gonna use these on Seducer. Don't worry, guys. But you can get a lot of skill tomes from there. You can also get summons. I know you guys like summons. And then you can also get, you can get an amazing gear. So you definitely want to do this. And the way to max level, the way to do really, really great in Clan Boss is to max out your units. Let's take a look at, I don't think I have anything on her at all. She's got no masteries on her. But things like here, Giant Slayer, crazy good for World Boss, Clan Boss, and War Master, also crazy good for Clan Boss. So this is what you do. You do the Minotaur to get the Mastery Scrolls to just succeed and to make your character stronger overall. Even if you're not doing it for Clan Boss. Everyone gets so hung up on Clan Boss though. I know a lot of the community gets so hung up on Clan Boss. Even if you're doing masteries to improve your arena offense as well. I really like this. Let me show you this one. 50% chance to ignore 25% of the target's defense. I kind of like this for like arena offense. I wanna build something. Actually, I think I might use it on Elhain, for example. Would I use it on Elhain? Or is she too strong with the... Yeah, I feel like I might use it on Elhain. Because I plan on using her for arena offense. I really haven't been even using her yet, so don't get too hung up on the gear. I don't even know what's on her. So what else was I saying? Let's talk about the actual mechanics to the Minotaur. Okay, so first we have the minion waves. There's minion waves before you get to the boss. For a beginner, the best bet is to AoE control, attack break, sleep, stun, reduce attack gauge. Did I say slow twice here? No, I didn't. AoE control, attack break, sleep, stun, reduce attack gauge, slow, shield. Those are all debuffs that you want to apply to the enemy. Then you want to also shield, buff yourself, heal, tanky stats to prevent the enemy from killing you. On 15, some of my units were dying from these enemy waves, and that's why I didn't do 15 a whole ton. I did 15 like once, maybe twice, and then like I was like, okay, I don't want to do a 17. I gotta improve the team. Let me do a video showing how we improve the team. And again, also we're gonna take out those legendary units. End game, you're gonna want to do it fast. So it's not about control and trying to debuff the enemy so that they get weaker and you make yourself stronger and then you slowly kill them. The end game is AoE defense break, nuke, attack power buff, and try to beat it fast as possible. And also I hear a lot of people having good success using like defense-based units. I was talking about this as well. There's a unit Tyrell, which people love to use on here. I have mine is only 5-starred. But yeah, Tyrell, let's talk about Tyrell's skills. Tyrell's a really good unit. People like him in Minotaur. Attacks one enemy 2 times. Attack break, which is good. He also has this AoE defense break. If it's under an attack break, it will provide a sleep debuff. And damage based on defense. Defense-based DPS units are really nice with vamp gear on them. Just in general. So this provides, like I was saying, the defense breaks for clearing out those waves faster, and then also the attack power break for... We'll get to the boss, but it'll help withstand the nukes from the boss. And then we have this decrease target's turn meter. So what were we saying over here? We were saying reduce ATB, reduce attack gauge. So this is a unit that does great for that. And then what else do we have? Oh, for the artifacts. I just happen to have... I wanted a lot of speed, defense, and tankiness on him. And then I also wanted good accuracy. So I just wound up using these Frost set because I had the stats for it. And I was like, you know what? He does an area of effect skill. AoE is area of effect. He does an AoE skill. So it makes sense to have the Frost on a unit like him. Of course, he's not going to be able to solo. He doesn't have Vamp, which you would want if you want him to solo the Minotaur. But just in general, he's got AoE, so it's not a bad idea. Actually, I should 6-star this guy. He's so good, I should 6-star him. He's really so good. And then also I have accuracy on him because if you take a look at the 3 of his skills, they all have debuffs that you want to apply. So accuracy is important for him. So going back to here, we got the minion waves. Now let's go on to the boss mechanics. Boss applies hex debuffs to do bonus damage, which we talked about before. He's bipolar, which of course he's enraged, and then he's dazed. So we already talked about that though. But he goes through his phases of he's dazed, he takes extra damage. Okay, so here's how we want to tackle the boss level optimally. Cleanse the debuffs, right? Cleanse the hex debuffs. We can attack break on the boss. We can slow and attack gauge reduce on the boss as well to stop him from getting so many turns. Attack gauge reduction and attack gauge buff and speed break and speed buff for... Now I'm getting confusing. Limiting the enemy's attack gauge and increasing your own, and increasing the amount of turns that you get in proportion to theirs is a great way, is just in a turn-based game, it's so powerful, it's so effective, that's a great strategy just in general in many different ways, unless the boss has a mechanic to steal turns based on X amount of turns that you get. If that is a mechanic, then it's more about making your turns count rather than getting more turns. But more turns is already a great strategy just overall in any turn-based game. So like I said, attack break on the boss, which Tyrell of course does that, which is why people like him. Slow and attack gauge reduce, which many units do actually. Shields, defense buff to your team, turn cycling for your team, which I was just talking about, to give more access to the skills. More turns, more access to skills, more access to debuffs, attack gauge reduction for the enemy, attack breaking for the enemy. Just as many buffs as you can on yourself, as many debuffs as you can on them, is generally a good place to start. How to kill? Defense break and damage. Also poison and HP based damage. So those are the best ways to kill the Minotaur. And then we will talk about things to note. It's great. It's okay to do a little bit of farming, low to mid levels for unlocking the lower tier masteries. Okay, so what am I talking about when I say that? You don't want to do a crazy amount. He doesn't have any masteries on him. But let's see. If we go to like the first couple levels of the thing, maybe 1, 2, 3. Anything more than that, I really wouldn't do. I really wouldn't like. When I say farming, just a little bit, like not like a couple days of farming. No, like a little bit of farming just to upgrade those few extra low tiers. But you don't really want to go. It's just a waste of energy, and it takes so much energy already to do Minotaur that you really don't want to be inefficient in doing that. So I would recommend to just try to like, when you have a level 15 team, I mean, it's a great idea to build a farmer first and then farm and level other things up. And then when you have your team that you're ready to do Minotaur, because you don't really need to do Minotaur for random units that you're going to use for food. You just need to do Minotaur for the things that you need to unlock the skills for. And I feel like the most important ones are generally like the arena like the PvP ones and the ones for clan boss, the units for clan boss. Those are the most important ones to run Minotaur with. If that makes sense. You don't need to do a crazy amount, but you should be able to build a 14-15 team. And then run it with that. If you can't build a 14-15 team, 6-star more units, 5-star more the units that you're going to build, that you're going to use, and then use things that you would kind of try to make a team with things that you're already planning on using for clan boss and for running the gear farming dungeons. So I should have noted that there, but I'll note it now. I would advise against heavy farm. Yes, I already said that. Level up and farm better gear in the meantime. I already said that. That's basically what I just said. I should have just read this. I prepared this in advance. I should have just read it. Only one unit on your team will receive scrolls every battle. So this is kind of an important thing. Actually we noted that too in the beginning. You don't get like a bunch of scrolls split apart, everything. If you have units with max masteries already, all of the mastery scrolls will go to a unit that's not mastered. So if you farm a whole bunch to master a team of 4, right? That you can farm it with this team of 4 very fast. Then you bring in you get a new legendary unit. You bring that random legendary unit in. Basically, the rest of the team is carrying that. And he's going to be the only one getting the mastery scrolls. So you can just focus on mastering him after everything else is mastered, which is really great. But of course, you still have to max everything else first. So anyway, let's go through, and I guess I'm gonna time lapse, and we're gonna see, not time lapse, but I'm gonna into the future, and then I'm gonna show you the team that we're gonna do from farming 14 to farming 15, and with, I guess, weaker characters, less rare characters, and I'll show you the gear on everything. All right, so here's level 15. We're going to try it with this team, and then we're going to see where it fails, and we're going to see how we can improve on it. I took out the Void Legendary, and I took out 2 Legendaries. I took out Foley, I took out Warlord. Because not everyone can just summon a Legendary Void unit right out of nowhere. So I have 2, they're 5 stars. But I have Valerie and I have War Maiden in there. So Valerie and War Maiden are 2 campaign drops. So let's see if we might need to 6-star some things. We might need to make some things tankier. But let's see if the Valerie and War Maiden can make some things happen. We have some buffs. We have some debuffs to the enemies. We're doing okay. They are hitting War Maiden, and she's squishy, so that's not good. She is not a tanky unit, so we might need to make her more of a hybrid. Maybe we should make her a hybrid if we plan on using her for this. Even if we just switch out one piece of gear, that's like maybe attack and put HP on her. That might be nice. That might make a more successful run if we're having trouble. So we're clearing out the waves here. Not bad yet. Don't kill her. Don't kill her. The 5 stars aren't dying. She's dying. Okay. So that should do it for those. And then we get to the boss. And what happens? Nice. Get to the boss. Increasing speed. We got some debuffs on the enemies. Valerie's kind of a cool... I looked at Valerie's skill set and I was like, this is a cool unit. Okay, so we got some debuffs on ourselves. Now we have to... We need heals. We need heals and all kind of... We got decreased turn meter. What else do we have? He's going to do some damage, though. We need... There we go. We needed that. We still have the Hex... we still have the Hex on. Ooh, we took so much damage. We took so much... We were doing okay. But we took so much damage. So we're going to have to go in and... Back to the drawing board. Actually, we could... We do still have DPS. We could do... We're not going to beat it, but we're going to almost beat it. So now at this point, we just need to increase our stats. We need more speed. We need more upgrades on our skills as well. We're not going to beat this, right? There's no way we beat this, right? Wait a second. No, we're not going to beat this. Yeah. It was looking good for a second, though. It was looking good. But we're very close with the units that we have here. We basically just have to... And 2 of these are campaign drops. Oh, hold on now. Hold on. We are going to beat it. Okay. We are going to beat it. Okay. Great. So we can beat 15. 2 minute 35 seconds. And we took out our legendaries and we put in 2 units that are campaign drops. And we put in the only thing... Tyrell is an epic. He can be substituted with other stuff. But he is also... Let's take a look at... I mean, she's a void, right? She's a void. She's a great unit. She's a void. She has no mastery. You see all those scrolls there? I could have just started to use her masters. Oh my god, that's amazing. She is skilled up though. She is skilled up. I think I used the tomes on. I know I used the tomes on her. So she's, and I put decent gear. We can actually also improve this this gear as well. Actually, it's not really good gear for her. I need better gear on her, but yeah, we need better gear on her actually. But you can do it with mediocre gear. That's what I was trying to show, guys. That's what I was trying to show. What do we have for here? Okay, that's not... I mean, there's not a whole lot of 6-star legend. I just happen to have... You use 5 stars, fine. It's fine, you just use 5-star. Even so, her stats are not that great aside from that. I don't even have a... Oh, that would have helped. That would have helped. She's max skills, though. Like I said, she's a campaign drop. She's got a little bit of masteries. Here's the mastery tree that she has so far. Because I said I was running masteries with her before. I was running with her before. He's got some masteries here. We could take a look at his... Oh, I got some more for Apothecary. Cool. Not good gear. So, if we upgrade this gear, if we put better gear on him, then we'll have a better chance to survive, to succeed. I thought it was better, actually. I thought it was better. Who else did we see? We saw 1, 2, 3, and then we see the 2 5-stars. Let's take a look at Tyrell. I just geared Tyrell up today. I just geared him up today. And then he does not have, like, look at all that. The cooldown would be better on here. Debuff chance would be better. So all of this, all these little improvements would make it more reliable to run the dungeon. So all of these little things like putting like a little bit better piece of gear increases the reliability of the dungeon run. Putting things plus 16 instead of plus 12 greatly increases the reliability. Definitely anything that says skill cooldown -1, especially on like a support skill or like a control skill like decreasing attack gauge or something like that, or like a heal, or like an attack power buff, speed not attack power buff, speed buff, or a turn gauge. Those things are going to be the biggest impact on those. And then we also have Valerie. Valerie, of course, is she's not completely skilled. She's not completely skilled. It's a campaign drop. It's the most farmable friendly unit, and it's not even complete. Okay, so we could definitely do this. Also, she has absolutely. Oh, I was running Valerie at some point in Minotaur. Okay, not on 16 though. And then of course she's got like amazing gear. I mean, all of this could be plus 16 to. This is only plus. Like this is just like. Come on, man! You guys have better gear than this, so it should not be a problem getting some of this gear. And it is a very farmable unit. It's a very easy to obtain unit. So anyway, I just wanted to show you guys what I have. I mean, of course there's a Tyrell in there, but I wanted at least. But it's still way more easily attainable than something like the 2 legendaries. That it's crazy, right? All legendaries. Anyway, I just wanted to show you guys a more attainable team and explain why I chose different things and like my thoughts behind these things. Anyway, that's it for this one. Again, thank you, Plarium, for sponsoring the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys are new and you're like, oh, you know what? I'm interested in Raid Shadow Legends, you can click the link in the description and check it out there. That just helps the channel so that they know where you came from. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I will see you as always in the next one.